Okay. So maybe you can grab one of these sheets. Hey guys, how's everything?
Hello.
Welcome to our monthly meeting. I've just started recording. As I said, we have a few people in Sydney. We do this every single month in a different city. Next month we'll be in Melbourne. We have people down in Melbourne. We do have an exclusive project with the Cicada Group in Melbourne as well. So people on the phone in Melbourne. So I'll be down there next month. So look, a month meeting, so a chance to gather and meet, socialize, and I guess our job is to obviously report back to what's going on in the company in the last month. So I guess to start off, number one is there's an agenda list which was around a week or 2 weeks ago. Awards. So we've definitely been making inroads into the real estate market in Australia. We've just been nominated for 2 awards from the REB, and that's on the website. So the REB is probably the largest independent award in the country. And so if you look at the finalist list, we are, I suppose, in along with quite a few of the major brands out there. And obviously we've got the LJ Hookers and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's major brands. So you can have a look at that. We are awarded currently for innovation and for training. Correct? And I would highly encourage people to use that as part of the branding for your signatures as well, for your signboard if you want to, for letterheads, letter drops. You can also mention this obviously to your clients, your vendors. It helps promote yourself and obviously promote the company. But I've always said, you know, the best marketing is you. No one really cares about the company that much, right? Because it's you that is the business. That's why I encourage people to do a co-branding strategy. You can tell Tony is a known experience, Chris is phenomenal experience, namely, you know, a company owned branding and co-branding because the best brand is actually you. I've always believed that, right? Because when people go and do another business, they take the client's business because the relationship is you. They don't care about what the company is called, you. They don't care about. So that's the first thing. Expansion referral program. This was launched last week, or last month. And I think, you know, we've had a few people come across, you know, from this program. I met a guy yesterday, Brick Agents. Now he's brought along 2 other people with him. Who's in the western suburbs of Sydney. And the referral program works because, I guess, there should be some incentive for doing something for other people. And that's business, right? You know, reciprocity. So if you reverse someone 6% and that person refers someone 4%, that person refers someone else is 2%. It's a multi-layer kind of thing, and that works both on sales and for rentals. Everyone sells, anyone that sometimes sells something for rentals or for sales, you get a chunk of the commission. And then it's like a pyramid structure, right? That's why I think, you know, we've grown so fast. We've gone from 0 to 190 in, this model has been around for about 2 years now. That's phenomenal growth because of this model. So I encourage you to use that, the referral program. It's very easy. We have a software that tracks who referred who, and that referral system works because, you know, obviously we pay every month to the people that are entitled to that commission split. Okay. The third thing is cloud-based and event training schedule. I don't know if many people know this, but we get questions like this all the time. Where is our resource page? Very easy. You have to go to agents.osbridge.com.au. You go to resource page. We have over 3 gigabyte of resources in the back end. That's all you have to do. You click on resources, you enter the password, and these are all the resources you have. You've got scripts, you've got, you name it, you know, how to build red roll, business sales, access to CallLogic, how to use DocuSign, our CRM, etc. Google Suite, you name it. We do hotel management, like I said, in a very unique market You can turn any service apartment in a city into a hotel. And that's what you do when you approach vendors. You have a two-bedroom history. It's renting at $700 a month. Probably buy LJ Hotel, whoever you're current with, and we'll take them on board. We'll manage it. No problem. Okay, that's how it works. So the legal page is great. I would also like to point out on the weekly lead. The weekly lead is here, where people can get access to it. These leads, I don't know if people can actually get into it, but this morning, Clara listing $5.5 million. Right? This is just an example. People should use these leads more often. Now, $5.5 million. The Killara, for those who don't know, is on the northern suburbs of Sydney. It's a very exclusive suburb, very, very expensive. By 2.5%, $137,500 of commission. And these leads are on here for you to call. You don't have to, most agencies give you a phone call. Here's 1,000 people you have to call. The probability of getting 1 in 1,000 is very little, right? These leads, you have the numbers, the mobile numbers of the owners already. Call them. I visited the house this morning, right? But look, that's how it works. We've got 8,000 leads a week, and this is a particular pattern that we wrote, and this pattern goes out to the internet and scrapes everything. So a good example is Gumtree. You don't have to go through Gumtree. I've got the numbers of every single person on Gumtree that posted. Another one's flatmates.com. I've got the number of every single person on Flatmates. Another one is for sale by owners. And this is technology, right? You don't have technology. Otherwise, when Ray White charges $3,000, how they get listings is they call every single person. That's why vendors get annoyed with companies like Ray White or other people, because they keep on cold calling, right? And that number is phenomenal. I call them Korean, and they're great. That's on the list this week, right? All you have to do is access that list. And it's not just about sales, it's also rentals as well. Here's one, I think, a great rental, Castle Craig, another exclusive suburb in Sydney. The vendor's details is right there. Give them a call, right? $1,200 a week on a rent. Who the hell is $1,200 this economy? City market, rental market flat. Landlords kill themselves when they get tenants, right? What you say to this guy is, Zlato, instead of doing it in the whole house, let's do it in my room. There's something to distinguish yourself in this industry. And that's the difference, We've got boarding houses in Surrey Hills, for example, that we manage, right? In Surrey Hills, in a lot of students, right? We manage a house instead of $600, $700 a week. We can have $1,000, $1,200 a week because room by room. And the commission we charge is much higher, 5.5%. It's 10% plus year, 11%. Right? And that's stable income. That's a passive income. The question is, when do we get the documentation? In New South Wales, we use REA form. So Chris from the account, for fact. So all the contracts, all the listing documents is on REA form. All you have to access it because we have commercial contract, we have business sales, we do practically everything. You just log in, all the forms on there. Right, residential, rural, commercial, common, auction format. We have an account in every state.
No, room by room.
Same thing. Room by room in New South Wales is exactly the same. And in other parts of the country, there's different forms. But in Queensland or in Melbourne, for example, but in Sydney and New South Wales, it's exactly the same form. It's just a standard general tenancy form. Okay. So if you don't know, we have a support team. Like this one here is a holiday letting agreement. This is quite a common thing. There's very, very few agencies that do this, that convert their apartments into hotels. But I think it's a phenomenal market. The commission we can charge is even higher, 50% plus GST, 16.5%, right, on the gross income. Yeah, we have to do it, as you know, we were at a call Like look up World Tower, for example, and just call everyone or mail everyone and change those apartments into a hotel letting structure and get 16.5% on the gross revenue of that apartment. On the CRM, I don't know if everyone knows, you can actually list holiday for letting. 100%. Yeah, the hotel market is phenomenal. It's unlike the rentals market. The hotel market is phenomenal because you've got different economic factors. You've got tourism from China, India booming at the moment. Whereas in Sydney, to buy a property from China or from other places, you can't get your money out of China. 5 years ago, when all the Chinese came in and bought, the manual knows about this, project marketing. You can't get money out of China anymore. But you can get money out of China for tourism. So, a lot of Indians coming through for tourism. The tourism market is a phenomenal market. The Europeans and Americans coming through, it's a phenomenal market. So there's a massive industry for converting apartments into service apartments. Massive industry. And we have all the software. When you click on the holiday letting structure, that goes to bookings.com, it goes to whatif.com, it goes to the website for hotel. Something to keep in mind of. On the agents page, we've got this calendar thing that's working at the moment, which you can see. So this is a calendar of the training that we have. We've got so many other people that we work with. We work with CoreLogic, we work with realestate.com, plus software companies have their own training. So you can keep track of what training is happening, what stuff, I've got stuff like go around Australia, meeting. I highly encourage things like this, meet-up events where people organize events with property developers. Happens all the time in the country. That's how you meet property developers. That's because of listings. Right? And there's not one listing, it's multiple listings. 1,000 listings at once was 1,000 apartments in Blacktown. Right? The commission size $5 million. New property management software is something that we're looking at the moment. Now, people know there's a few management software these days. The trend these days is moving towards trust-free accounting. And for the last 6 months, we've been exploring different options. We are currently we've got 3 options. We've got Managed App, which is started by the Doris family, and they do trust-free accounting. We've got another software we've just purchased a proposal for Our Property. And Our Property, a bad piece of work. It's been around for 5 years. They've just introduced trust-free accounting. The good thing about Our Property that I really like about the software is you get a commission on everything, which is really cool. It's automatic. As you know, in our commission structure, you go commission, property management, you get a split. Now, it's not just on the commission of the rental, it's also commission on things like maintenance as well. So if a tenant says to you guys, look, I need something fixed now, and get the plumbing in, we can charge up to 15% commission to organize the plumber. And that goes to you. Okay, people don't really know that, but yeah, that's what you do in property management. You charge a commission on getting tradies, because there's thousands of tradies out there. Everyone wants to a job. Because, we've got a few hundred properties to manage. We're one of their biggest clients, and we can get a few jobs a week, and they make money, we make everyone happy. And that's the idea. So I will slowly introduce that to everyone. You get an individual login. Now, just remember, there's a few structures we have in the company. You can manage yourself. We can manage it for you, or we can do a 50-50 back-end, front-end. Something like to look at as well. New projects, definitely a few. So for those new to real estate, there are a few in the room. Project sales is a phenomenal pipeline for everyone. A project basically is off the plan apartments. There's tons and tons of developers that want various stuff from us. I met a guy yesterday that's building 450 apartments in Bankstown. Phenomenal area, and I said to him, we're thinking of Bankstown. It was great. First generation immigrant. If you're from, wherever in the world, you come to Australia, you go to the communities. That's where you go. Second generation may be a bit different. First generation, you stick to your community, and this is a great selling point. So in Sydney, in Bankstown, it's sort of your sort of middle range apartments, not your luxury end, but it sells like crazy. It sells like crazy. You get a first home buyer grant, and the project we have at the moment with Labrador, that's Mandy looking after Labrador, is a broker deal. The Pollara, on Brisbane, in Sydney, we're looking at Crow's Nest at the moment, and we're looking at Bankstown. Two projects. We've already got existing projects that people can access. To access that property platform, we have a full subscription to this. This is the project management software. Where's Alan? It's Alan. Alan's got a project at the moment in Terry Hill, house and land subdivision, that sort of stuff. So you sell the land, you sell the house, you get a commission from the land, you get a commission from the builder of the house. We work with many different builders, Metricon, Plantation, you name it. Right. And I think this platform people should get into more often. It's good for our off-market sales as well. If you have a guy that says you can't advertise it anywhere, to advertise it privately, this is a great place. All right. So we do have a lot of progress as well. New prospects, this is my personal hobby. I do a lot of programming, and so the next tool we're launching at the moment is we're still a trial list at the moment. As you know, we're probably the only agency in the country, any real estate company that gives you a lead, and this lead is based on a patent. And and people could look this up. This patent that we have at the moment is based on scraping. It's based on basically going through stuff like Gumtree and scraping up this. The second patent that we have at the moment that's kind of pending is based on what's called a 7D. And the 7Ds of real estate is very, very simple. Why do people do something in real estate? Because of the 7Ds, right? Divorce. Sorry, Tony, but you mentioned a divorce. Shit, I got a divorce. I got a sell, man. Right? And Tony's been around for many, many years, man. Divorce happens. Shit happens. Right? Divorce, debt, massive one. When people are distressed. Distance. I'm overseas in America, man. I can't be stuck managing my business. All right. The 7Ds are very common. Death is another one. When people die, people sell. The next pattern, without going too much into it and talk about programming, is basically matching the event with the owner. So, we're currently trialing at the moment, especially what's called probate. So probate has to do with death. When people die, we're the first one to approach them with a particular offer. Obviously, you've got to be sensitive to the needs, but we have a service called Real Estate Finalization Service. And what that is basically when people die, we're the first ones to know that they've died. Yeah, I know, it sounds a bit but get this, right? In real estate, it's all about data. When people die, you're the first one to know. Guess what? You're the advantage of the people. When people get a divorce, if I came to Tony and say, hey man, I'm so sorry what's happened, man. There's a bunch of flowers and a cup of coffee, but let's talk about what we're gonna do. You're gonna move on, man. You're divorced, that's cool, she's happy, you're happy, let's do something. Right? Real estate finalization service is basically our service to people that just passed away. And I've got a software that basically without going too much into it, I can see who died. It's called granting of probate. It goes to the Supreme Court, Supreme goes, boom, there's the judge, says the will is valid, and then boom, it goes to the person who executes the testament. We go to them and say, look, Mandy, I'm very, very sorry what happened, but can we help you move on with your life? And it's all about data. That's why I think, to get a competitive advantage in the real estate market, it's about knowledge. Right? And that's the second patent we're working on at the moment. It's currently submitted, patent pending, and we'll see what happens.
Management really helping the families that have that, energy change. There is a place on the own side, and who's kind of set up and we can stay away.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. When people die, they need someone. You can't cut a house in half. You can take and flip the money. money is more useful when a person dies in a house. And believe it or not, because I've done real estate for a while now. My family business in real estate. What's good about real estate is when you go to people, they have all this real estate. You say, my God, you own 25 houses. God, you're going to be wealthy. In fact, exactly the opposite. I've seen a lot of people asset rich, cash poor. I said, man, it's going to cost you $3,000 to do something. And I said, man, I'm so sorry. I know my assets worth $25 million. I haven't got $3,000. The asset rich, cash poor. Is that true? I've seen vendors, man, I live in a freaking $26 million house in Vancouver. I said, man, come on, let's do something. Can I do something with you? No, ain't gonna pay a cent. You know what? Because I'm tired. That's why they're rich. Yeah, look, I will gradually launch this, but we do have a few addresses already. We've got quite a few addresses already in Sydney. And yes, it's much against. Well, there's a few things. I did. For the DNC. Okay. Texting. Yeah. Don't text. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that question. So I only had a question with ACMA. It is true. Come on. What are you talking about? ACMA is the authority in this country. You can. I've got a software that everyone can use. This software. It's very, very cheap. $2 for text. Not how much you pay.
They wash the for you.
Yeah.
And another the text something that will save now.
Yes. Let me tell you something about the text. 100%. Texting. You can't just text anyone in this country. There are laws. I would love to text everyone, blah blah blah, whatever. Want to sell to us, whatever. But there are laws in this country. And we haven't got hit yet because I have a lawyer that knows a lot about this. But basically, what it is ACMA is the government authority in the country, and it has to do with spam. And I recently just contacted them about something that's about spam. So you can't spam people, basically everything. So it includes things like email, texting, and even things like TriCall, which would be TriCall basically leaves a voicemail on your phone without a text. TriCall. So it's really cool. They call you and it goes straight to the voicemail, right? But ACMA says that's included in spam. However, there's a difference. The difference is if you have consent, and there's two types of consent. There's straight consent, opt-in, opt-out. And then what's called informed consent. Informed consent is very, very interesting. If your number is published somewhere, if it's published somewhere, then that's informed consent, right? And then it's so obvious that this person has not opted out. But all your text or email, you have to have an opt-out message. So yeah, any questions, valid. This first list that we have is on the internet somewhere because of scraping, right? They post on the Gumtree, they post on the Submariner. But again, yeah, exercise caution, definitely.
Because what will happen, read something and competition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%.
All you got the number,
100%.
and you say,
Yeah.
And it's not going to
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. This first list. Okay. This first list. Yeah.
So
but it was female. The female put the female and then or
Yeah. Oh, you feel the whole way.
yeah,
That's cute.
see, people could or the phone number, right? It could be a
Yeah.
landlord, could be a need to check it with the call.
Yeah.
Landlord.
Yeah.
And if it's right, and it's my car, you just
Yeah.
if you leave, only thing that switch to that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You just roll around it, say we just go to the
Yes. 100%.
and they will come to every car. Somebody wants to follow.
Yeah. There's a whole art to this. 100%. I get that. Now I rang this guy. This guy. I can reveal how I did this. His name is Mr. Kim. Again, he lives in a 5.5. I rang actually last week. I said blah blah blah. Look, number one, his listing is actually on the internet. You can actually contact him. His number is freely publicly available. Right? It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. Now, there's a few things you can do, right? You can say, look, where'd you get my number? Okay. I can Google your property. I'll print it. I can Google your property. This guy is a kid book. I can Google your property listed on the internet. And when that happens, your number comes up. Yeah, that's I agree with you, Tony. That's why in the second iteration of this, right? Things like probate, you have to be very, very careful.
When it comes to do not cover this stuff,
Yeah,
because I've been different.
I understand. Yeah, that's not, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mandy's question is, where can we find this list? Yeah, we have this question multiple times. It comes up all the time. This list is under resources, agents.oxford.com.au resources, and the weekly Oxford Weekly Leads. The core support team, they'll help you with that. But it's under resources, under Oxford Weekly Leads. Okay. So this list, I know I've consulted lawyers on this as well. Trust me, because we need to be very, very careful. This list is okay to stay because it's publicly available. It's imperfect. But you're 100% right. In the second iteration of this, because of the 7 Ds, right, the divorce, the death, man, you got to be very careful. They're already really annoyed already. They've gone through a life crisis, and you go, hey man, who the hell are you? I just went through a divorce. How did you get my number? What do you say? What get you? Yeah. And that's the thing, in real estate, man, I think UCAS, man, you name it, man. Court litigation is part of the job, right? Because what? Tenants are pissed off, Why aren't you fixing my tax? Blah, blah, blah. Let's go to QCAS, let's go to VCAS, let's go to NCAS. No problems. We'll go to NCAS, no problems. But it's part of the business, right?
You can't find it $265 to buy. Say for example, you say, can you only
Yeah.
be
careful.
Somebody went down, Washington.
What funds, okay.
Washington, they give you $180 off the mobiles, off the phone numbers. Everybody is leaving the money.
Yeah.
So on the 100, you can text them, you can call them.
Yeah.
That's Washington.
Yeah. No, we've got access to that. There's a company that does this a lot. Yeah, but we use this company, Ownership Data, that can give you access to every single number that's public watch that gets the DNC. But then again, you're still cold calling with this 100% compliant ACMA. And you're still cold calling, you're still, that one number, you have to get one lead. That's hard effort, man. That's hard effort. I prefer more targeted marketing, the numbers that you have already, you just call them, it's so easy. Mr. Kim, blah, 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 you have a great property. Okay, good. But come and see it, blah, blah, blah. It's much easier that way, So yeah, let's move on. Any questions so far about any logistics from anyone? What about across the web?
I just noticed that, like, the software, just like to access some of the stuff is through Apple. You have like the Google access stuff, put down, image down on the form. I don't know.
Through Google.
I noticed that when you've got the search menu.
Yeah.
Get access your app through the Apple tablet.
No, the apps. So we have a few apps for a lot of things. So the CRM has an app. That's both Google and Apple. We use a software for HomePass, that's both Google and Apple. But we use Google technology we have this Google Suite. All our emails is attached to Google Suite. So it's Google Drive, Google this, Google that, Google Hangout, Google Calendar. So it's Google Calendar. But for the app, it's both combined on the Apple and on Google. More questions, anyone? This is recorded, obviously, so there shouldn't be any questions if you after listen to this. Training, we ran a few training sessions last month. The training session plan for this month, especially as that new, is all the training sessions are free. It's all done virtually. Some are done by us, some are done by other companies, because obviously, we're probably one of the largest clients now of RP Data. Certainly, probably one of the largest for sure. So they always provide training sessions. There's also training sessions on CRM, constant training sessions. HomePass is another one, constant training sessions. If you want, HomePass is easy, yeah. But domain doesn't, obviously, to keep us happy. Yeah. We're doing. Yeah, that's right. We use Eagles as a training session. So these are the training session plans for this month. Next month. This one's a big one. Our Property PM software. I don't really talk about this, but Our Property allows you to charge people on what's called SaaS these days to make real money. Rather than, Microsoft Office does this now. Rather than selling your Microsoft Office for $400 and that's it, they will sell your service, software as a service. So they charge you a monthly fee. Adobe does this. And the idea is this, right? And I've got one of the people who are doing this. You can take the landlords that want to manage their property, right? So managing yourself. How are you keeping accounting little things? I don't know, on a calculator, on a notepad, on Excel spreadsheet. Instead of that, let me introduce you to Our Property. For our agents, 100% free, right? Because they're part of the team. And what you do is you take the landlord, I'm going to give you the account on our property, I'm going to charge you $19.95 a month, or Netflix, $9.95, I don't care. Right? You charge what you want to charge. And that's your commission, that's your money. And Netflix is very good at this. Netflix charges very cheaply, but you've got thousands and thousands of users. And, I think $9.95 a month is very reasonable. Not even $19.95, even $29.95 a month is very reasonable. And then the benefits are very obvious. Instead of managing yourself in an Excel spreadsheet, I'm going to give you a proper platform, fully compliant with fair trading. A lot of landlords never launch their bond. It's crazy. They put the bond in their bank account, blah, blah, blah. 6 months goes on, here's the bond back. 100% legal. You can get fined. As Tony knows, by fair trading. If fair trading finds out, automatic fine. No questions asked. Automatic fine. It's a lot. $60,000, it's a lot of money. Right? So we say to the landlord, okay, and that list is huge. If they don't want you to manage it, it's not a problem. You say to them, you're managing Mr. Delanco at 1 Lincoln Avenue, Castle Craig. I've just noticed your property is on the market for rentals at the moment. What are you doing at the moment? Oh, I'm managing myself. I'm trying to find a tenant. Oh, it's not a problem. That's okay. We're just a local agency. All we want to do is help you able to get a tenant. If you want us to help you get a tenant, that's great. If not, that's okay too. May I introduce you to a software Our Property, right? It's very, very cheap. It's only $19.95 a month, right? If you use nothing, right? Would you want to see how it works? What's in it for me? Well, the benefits are very simple. Fully compliant with legislation. You can do everything yourself. It's on the cloud, every other thing. But the good thing about that is it's accounting. In the future, if you want to use that as you got a broker to buy the house, they want to see evidence of your rental income. Oh, well, my rental income, if you don't have the software, it's an Excel spreadsheet. You think NAV is going to like that? I don't think so, right? Whereas if you have the software and NAV goes, oh yeah, I can see your 12-month income and rental income, that's great. So that's something I think that would be very, very good to attend. It's an opportunity for everyone to make money. Everyone's sitting here, business people, and I think, starting $19.95 per pop. And could you imagine it, 50 properties on $19.95 per month, that's passive income. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to do a thing because we offer you the service for free. And it's a phenomenal software. It does inspections. It does automatic checking for tenants. Most landlords don't even check tenants. That's incredible. Give it to me. All right? Because they don't have access to TikTok or something like Equifax. That's ridiculous. How do you know the tenant's kosher? How do you know the tenant hasn't just come out of prison? You don't know. No one knows.
And the cost of like included just depending on which structure.
Correct. Yeah, but to use
that's all.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, but it's just an opportunity because our subscription gives us an unlimited access anyway, right? So just an idea to make money. I think it's about taking that initiative to make that money. Right? $19.95, man, that's cheap. All right, I think that's move along. Akibara is also training. So yeah, discussion questions. I think that's definitely property management, self-management, especially if you have access to the phone numbers of some of the tenants already and some of the landlords. There's so many. I was looking at Chatswood the other day. Chatswood's a normal area for hotels. There's a bank. I can probably convert some of those ones to a Mantra, a service apartment. So you can compete with the Mantras of the world. Mantra charges a lot of money. Why? Because they have a kiosk in the front desk. It's like taxi versus Uber. Which one do you want to be? You want to be Uber. I can see the people coming. I can check them personally. I charge the landlord a smaller commission than what Mantra charges. Right? And there's so many empty apartments in the city at the moment. We have to approach the landlord and say, here's my service offering. What do you think? So looking at that, there's so many landlords out there at the moment. You can sell the SaaS and the software as a service, or you can sell hotels. You can do whatever you want. But not just Chatswood, man. You look at Sydney. This list is freely available for agents. You can look at Sydney. There's tons and tons and tons of listings. There's over 50 listings in Sydney. Empty apartments. People are giving away in Sydney at the moment. Since we're based in Sydney, if you Google Sydney, people are giving away first week rental for free just to get tenants. That's the current market status. Because there's no supply of apartments because of the property market like that. Challenge opportunity in real estate. One thing is definitely act on. In real estate, it's all about prospecting. If you're new to real estate, a good agent, if you want to make over $500,000 a year on gross commission, and as I said, we're the highest commission split in the country, all right, by far. You go to Ray White, go to Joe Hooker, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30 if you're lucky, right? I met a guy yesterday from Rain and Horn. He wants to come over. I said, how much do you charge an agent? 60-40. I said, you know how much we charge? 95%. Holy cow, I don't know how that works. Well, it's a different model. A different model, right? But yeah, if you're a good prospector, you can make a lot of money in real estate. Real estate is one of these things where you have your business, and it's not like you depend on other people. You go out, you call people, you knock on someone's door, you meet someone, boom, there's a listing. And each listing, you don't have to work that hard. As people know in this room, there's three processes: prospecting, listing, and sales. The easiest is sales. Right? Sell property is the hardest is properly listing or prospecting. So once you get the listing or prospecting, the rest is easy. There's other stuff as well. If you're completely new to the market, I can see a phenomenal opportunity where I think a real estate course of some kind could be quite good. In Sydney at the moment, in Victoria, the licensing requirements getting harder and harder. There's a requirement for CPD. Right? Because all the real estate institutes now want to make real estate professional, blah, blah, blah. So CPD basically, the accounting profession does it, the medical profession, the legal profession does it. Basically, you just have to attend some course. And it's not hard. You just have to sign your name. They take the attendance, I think, once. right? And most people, as you know, especially Tony with so many years experience, I don't know how you feel about TPD. Reserve judgment. But my attitude is this, oh man, you know,
You can do it online now.
you can do online, yeah. But my attitude is because we're rich in every single state. Could you imagine my CPD? I had to do a Tasmanian CPD. I was like, man, there's no one in the world I'm going to hurt Mark. And it's happening, anything because I'm retired, right?
Probably the REA, or REA.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. You still have to. Yeah.
They just want to get a few hundred.
They just want money off you. That's right. That's right.
I mean, recently, they changed the rule and there's one time focus.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
auctioneers.
Yeah, I know. I'm an auctioneer. I'm registered. But
You guys are like, you do that one. You want.
it is an absolute pain on the backside. Is that right? I don't know. Okay. Because of ladies and gentlemen.
But you can't say it.
Got it.
You cannot say it, you just say applicable.
That is one and seven two.
No, you can say applicable, you know, drive,
That's crazy.
you know, like.
Yeah.
Oh, the right. Like, it was.
Yeah. Look, TPD, look, I think that's what a lot of people, I think people share this opinion with me. It's a bit of a hassle, really. But you've got to do it, otherwise we can't be registered next year. I'll give you a live example. You know, the Tasmanian board copy. The Tasmania book is a booming market. You know, they'll keep the license up to 10 some stupid facts that they say. I sort of look for courses. Look for courses, I don't know, it doesn't really relate to me. But I had to pay some $300 or something to go to some online training sessions to get my points. And I think that is an opportunity as well. As long as you get the recognition, it's much easier than going through the ASWA and all this test stuff. You know, it's much easier because they just recognize you. That's an opportunity. Another opportunity, I think, is finding money for people. And I've got a live example right next to me. You know, Mandy has done very, very well. Basically, the opportunity is this: for a developer to borrow money in this country at the moment, it's very, very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. I feel like no, I think the market is actually interested so well at the moment. I think for a homeowner or for a mortgage is actually getting easier because they remove the cap. You know, Chris is a broker, right? Chris knows. They remove the cap. You know, the way of calculating affordability is different now. 5.5%. Yeah, it could be 7.5, right? 7.5%. So that's when you get approved on loan, that's what they look at. Your ability to pay is based on the maximum. Used to be the maximum. Now, the bench rate is now what, 1%? It's nothing. Crazy. So look, you know, finding money for people, especially developers, is a major thing. We did a deal recently, you know, with a major developer, and I said with Goldman Sachs, you know, because a lot of people here have mentioned different people, and I suppose finding people money allows them to charge a commission, which Mandy has done, and the commission itself is a house. Like I said, half a house in Sydney. So it's not a bad way to make money. And all you have to do is, you know, I've got people that I work with, you know, that's got plenty of money. They want to park it somewhere. There's actually another scheme in Australia. It's called the Golden Visa Scheme. You got $5 million, you come in, and they have to park the money somewhere. There's always people around with tons of money. The trick is to get them for someone that needs them. And these guys that need them will beg you. You want 3% comp? You can have it, no problem. Just give me the money. Because without building, I can't make money. A live example yesterday, there's a guy, a Lebanese owner in Bankstown, desperate to start the project. He doesn't start the project, he just needs an equity mark. Anyway, any other business? Depends on the building. We've had how many streets of Sandy? We've done 20%, 6-7.
The bank and private lenders are supposed to use it.
I don't understand.
Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 60, and it depends on the rent. Yeah.
It depends on the rent and on 3 projects.
long-term housing relationship and generally with development long-term is always okay. And then, what we're doing at the moment is rather, and we are doing part of things that we don't worry about that. Depends on the, the equity, for an equity partner, or some of them are the straight lenders, on the and our commission get anything from 1 to 3%,
So there's more.
More, and we actually, the criteria of the ledger which are also value as any percent. And then, yeah. The private residence is totally open, and then the lender criteria is also, so we don't have to really worry about
Yeah, 3% function.
Good. Yeah. So just as a live example, if you got someone, a developer says, "Hey, Chris, I desperately need 40 mil," come to me. With anyone here, I have a personal relation with this guy here. This guy is Jason Mears. Jason Mears used to be the brother of Jody Mears. Jody Mears used to be married to James Packer. Very, very wealthy family. Very wealthy. And they've got money just parking right there. Obviously, the project's going to make sense, but it's a good project. Done.
So is it private lender or they go to
Private lender.
private?
High net worth lending, yeah. Banks don't have banks.
There's some of them actually.
No, this guy is the lender.
Yeah.
But you can be the aggregator.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, you can be that. We've got a site at the moment that's too much for anyone, but it's such a big site. It's 550 apartments. And even Merritt is a bit nervous these days, there's a Merritt right there. Merritt is a bit nervous these days, they've been nervous. Oh my God, I can't sell this, I can't do this.
They dropped what their prices in Dubai.
They have. Merritt is, but what we can do is, I was trying to be the aggregator. This guy's got money, this guy's got money, let's put together. We sign those agreements, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Even when you lend people, you can't do it for residential. See, like Martin does, 3%. And guarantee rate. Down this side.
Yeah.
You bought it.
Yeah.
Guarantee rate as investor.
Yeah.
But you guys do all the development.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's the biggest part, is winning property. But you can do it for anything. There's even like venture capital and stuff like that that generally don't touch that. Business ideas.
Because people are like,
Developers are not.
You need the
Yeah, we don't need the FSL. We just need, because it's all personal contacts. It's all private money, so it's kind of unregulated. If you're going out there raising money, yeah, you don't need asset license. We're not raising money. We're just going to a guy who's got money, some guy who needs money, and putting it together. A broker. Even if you even need a broker license, because we're not looking at a panel. We're looking at one person and one book.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you for everyone, and see you next month. All right.